As IMMS students, you may wonder from time to time what makes this course different from a similar course in an undergraduate program. The answer is twofold. First is the obvious. You are expected to master the subject. As an undergraduate, you learn to do things. At the master's level, you are expected to do things right. This is mastery. In addition, mastery requires an expansion of the concept. Masters are able to answer the question, are we doing the right things? This is part of what is known as double loop learning. Kaufman, who wrote the book Conscious Business, argues that double loop learning consists of two questions. Are we doing things right? Are we doing the right things? To answer the second question, a strategic lens must be used, and the Master of Science student learns how to use strategy as a lens to solve complex problems based on the critical question, are we doing the right things? Strategy is actually comprised of several elements: a mission, a vision, and critical success factors. In addition, culture, values, and ethics are also strategic elements that provide the environment within which the organization operates. The mission represents the current state and describes why a business or organization exists. Mission also answers the question, to what extent does the business exist and for whose benefit? The vision represents the future state, which can also be called the ideal state. It is comprised of the theoretical conditions for optimal performance. Theory, in turn, is derived from observation and research. An example of a theory used for public relations is Freeman's stakeholder model of an organization. Although the model continues to evolve, the stakeholder perspective provides a vision of the organization with multiple relationships. We'll talk more about stakeholders in another video, and it is introduced here only as an example of theoretical conditions to describe the future state. The difference between the current state and the future state is often described as a gap. Master students learn how to assess these gaps, looking for items that prevent the organization from achieving its vision. In business, this is what is considered a complex problem, and the assessment of the problem is known as root cause analysis, or RCA. Because to solve the problem, the practitioner must dive deep into the organization. The actions used to close the gap are known as critical success factors, or CSFs. I will talk more about these actions in a moment. RCA analysis often starts with two other strategic elements: organizational culture and values. Both of these elements emanate from the executive team and influence the strategic elements as well as structure, process, technology, and people strategies. Complex problems often arise when the vision and mission, culture, values, and critical success factors are not in alignment with structure, process, technology, and people strategies. CSFS are the action an organization takes affecting structure, process, technology, and people strategies to close the gap. Master of Science students, these are the tools you're expected to master. You are expected to learn how to use research to dive deep for root cause and use a strategic lens to pursue optimal performance in your domain of practice. Using this approach, you will be answering the two questions we started with. Are we doing things right? And are we doing the right things? This is John Reneski for Strategic Internet Public Relations. Have a great day. Think Marketing.